Hi, and welcome back. This is Kevin Barger at Epiphany Lutheran Church in Richmond, Virginia, and this is our Music Minute. We took last Saturday off during the Easter Vigil time, and hopefully you enjoyed or had a chance to enjoy some of the music that was put forth for Holy Week. And tomorrow we will be doing a special worship service that has been provided by our Synod staff. And so we are not going to look at the hymns that we'll be singing in that worship service tomorrow. Those are a little bit different. And instead, we're just going to do some general Easter tunes today. So we will start with That Easter Day with Joy Was Bright. And this is a Latin hymn. And the words have been set to several other tunes over the years. And you might think of this more typically with Christmas, or more accurately Advent, as it comes from On Jordan's Banks the Baptist Cries. And this actually was first written as a Christmas hymn, that tune that we know and love so much. So this is That Easter Day with Joy Was Bright. So a little bit like a dance that you can have there. So next we're going to go We Walk by Faith. And the second Sunday of Easter is typically, do we know, it is Doubting Thomas, right? So this is where the We Walk by Faith and Not by Sight theme comes from. This was actually a hymn written for the commemoration of St. Thomas the Apostle. And so not surprisingly, it takes a look at that relationship between Jesus and Thomas. And the hymn is bigger than that, though, when you really take a deeper look at the text. So it becomes about us. It's our walk on the Emmaus Road, and it's how we meet the resurrected Lord in word and bread and wine and water through baptism. So the sacraments that we have there. Henry Alfred wrote this, and he committed himself to the work of God, quote unquote, at the age of 16, believe it or not. He was a good writer, although he only had about 16 hymns, maybe 18. And he did, however, write and or edit 48 books in his time. So he really was a little bit prolific in his writing. This particular text is also set to several tunes. This one is called Shanti, and that's Sanskrit for peace or shalom. And also, Marty Haugen wrote this tune well after the words had been written, and this tune was named for his daughter as well, whose name is Shanti. This is We Walk by Faith and Not by Sight. Just a very longing, lovely tune. Okay, and last but not least is Alleluia, Christ is Arisen. And this is not one that as a congregational hymn we probably know very well. If you happen to be in one of the choirs, we were learning this last year to sing before all the pandemic started. So you might recognize it. This is a Spanish tune, and it focuses on the Easter story. It unfolds, and it came to us via Valparaiso, I believe, with the Liturgico y Cantico hymnal that was created there by Lorraine Brew. And she had put it in there, and I think one of their choirs actually sang it early back in the 2000s. So that's where this comes from. It's just a fun song. Alleluia, Christ is Arisen. little calypso. You can do a dance. So, thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed a look at those Easter tunes, which maybe you're not as familiar with. Again, we will not be singing those online tomorrow. You will hear those tunes if you are coming in person tomorrow. So again, those services are at 9 and 10:30. And you might even hear one of the different tunes for some of those as we worship tomorrow in person. Of course, we will not be singing there either. If you're joining on Facebook or YouTube, that's at 10:30, as we have been doing. Thanks again for joining, and we'll look forward to talking again next week. Take care.